We're here at London 2012, where the focus has been primarily on the athletes, the games, and the medal count. But culture also plays a huge role in the Olympic experience. We caught up with Jenny Waldman, who explains how culture is represented through the London 2012 Festival.
It's a 12-week festival all over the UK, so it's called London 2012, but it's actually UK-wide, and we have around about 12,000 performances and events and 25,000 artists taking part.
How do you ensure that the culture component of the games doesn't get lost in the mix?
Obviously, most of the media focus on the sport and most of the audiences focus on the sport. But interestingly, Baron de Coubertin, who started the modern Olympic movement, had three pillars, I think he called them, of the Olympic movement. And they were sport, education and culture. So we've tried to do things that work well with the games themselves. So there's a lot of different events that have taken the sporting challenge. One of the Royal Opera House's commissions, the Owl and the Pussycat Opera, went to the Olympic Park and performed there on a sort of canal barge boat.
U.S. choreographer Elizabeth Streb embraced the sporting challenge with her daring work One Extraordinary Day, whereas Rio Occupy London made connections with the Rio 2016 Games by inviting Brazilian artists to create works in London.
We tried to create an event that isn't just about bringing the famous Brazilian artists that everyone already knows, but bring the people that perhaps in 2016 will be the people to watch. I think the Olympics is often about looking forward as much as looking back.
Fellow Canadian Josh McNorton tells us why adding cultural events to Olympic Park enhances the spectator's experience of London 2012.
So there's entertainment all over the park. There's everything from marching bands coming through, there's dance troupes, rock bands, everything. And we saw that in Vancouver, a lot of cultural elements of Canada, like the musicians, and lots of things were showcased really well. It's not about selling tickets for people. They're already here. It's already about just making the atmosphere and their experience here better.
I suppose as a legacy, what we are hoping is that, in part, that when the eyes of the world are on London for this summer, they look at the cultural side of it as well and the amazing creativity of our creative industries sector. And also, I think having all these visiting artists from all the countries that have been participating, the legacy of that, the friendships perhaps that the festival has spawned, and the cultural collaborations with Rio, with a number of countries from around the world will be great for the future.
This is Jordan Wade for CBC in London.